Hey, good afternoon, Facebook. This is Damon Rich, and this is Marriage Refresh Live for Facebook. Today, just wanted to bring you a quick topic, and today that topic is going to be help. There's a stranger in my bed. Help. There is a stranger in my bed, and so I want to just talk about this from the context of a story that you can find in Genesis 29:21 through 25 about Jacob and Leah. But before I get into that, want to make sure I invite you and remind you that the Marriage Refresh Live seminar, The Fight for Marriage, is coming up. It will be March the 2nd. And it will be here in Wakulla. It's the Fight for Marriage, March 2nd, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're looking forward as Tamika and I take the stage this year. We are looking to help you fight for your marriage, share with you some of the strategies and things that we went through in our fight for our own marriage. We hope that you recognize that we do not say as if we are a couple that has already arrived and that we've reached all of the goals, all of the marks. We've had our own challenges. We've gone through some difficult times, very difficult times, and God saw us through it. I was just telling Tamika the other night after healthy relationships, God just opened my spirit to her and I was able to share with her. And there's sometimes I struggle with sharing with my wife from my spirit, but God just opened my spirit up and I was able to just really open and share with her some things. And I was just telling her my goal, my only thing I've wanted to be as a husband, as a godly husband, is to create an environment for her and our children to reach their purpose. That's all I've ever wanted to do as a husband. And I've failed it at times. I've come short of that. But we continue to press forward to fight for our marriage. We made it 20 years, but it's not about the 20 years. It's about having a healthy marriage. And we're in a place where our marriage is getting healthier and healthier with each day. And that's what the fight for marriage is all about, is how to have a healthy fight for your marriage so that you don't destroy each other in the process of trying to work and build and strengthen your marriage. Even if your marriage is not in trouble right now, the fight for marriage has something for you to help you keep it properly trained, because there's always a fight. And the one thing about it is the person across on the other side of your bed is not the enemy. So let's get into this topic today. The topic is help. There's a stranger in my bed. There is a stranger in my bed. I think that probably any marriage that's been 5 years or longer has, and I'm not saying it can't be less than 5 years, but I'd be willing to bet if you've been married 5 years or longer, you've had what I would call the stranger danger. You wake up and you do not identify or recognize the person who's on the other side of the bed with you. You just feel like you're married to a complete and total stranger. And this literally happened to Jacob. He went to bed. He thought he was getting one wife. He got another wife, and he's like, hold on, this ain't the right woman. And so he went through the things that he went through in the Bible. And I would tell you not to do what Jacob did in many ways. But I want to just really drop these quick nuggets for you on what to do, what not to do when you find a stranger in your bed. And I'm going to start off with point number one for you today. And point number one is, do not get someone else. Do not get someone else. Okay. Getting someone else is not going to solve the fact that you have a stranger in your bed. Getting someone else is not going to change that. You have a stranger in your bed. Sometimes that's usually the first thing we want to do. Something wears out, we want to get something new. But you can build something new in your existing marriage. You do not have to wait or go find someone else. You can build something new in your existing marriage. Now, it takes work. It's not easy, but it can be done. There's nothing too hard for God. And I can hear somebody already saying, well, what if they're not willing to help or change or whatever? Well, that kind of brings me to point number two. Check if you need an update, right? So you may be looking at them and saying they've changed, but what if it's you that needs the update? One of the things that Tamika and I teach about and try and iterate reiterate very, very strongly to people is don't forget to give your spouse credit for their growth. Sometimes that growth happens without you recognizing it. And so now what the challenge becomes is the fact that they have changed in a way that is actually for the good, but it may not be good for you. Let me say that again. They have changed for a way that is good, but may not be good for you. I'll give you an example. Say that you want your, and I've seen this example play out a few times. So you see women sometimes, or a husband praying for a godly spouse. I just really wish my spouse would be more like God, would be more godly, whatever. Then that spouse starts making that change. Well, it's what you prayed for. But what you didn't expect is for them to go full bore with God. So now, where you are maybe straddling the fence some areas with your with God, they're clean cut. They have no gray area in their relationship with God. Now that changes some of the things they want to do, some of the things they have done. That changes stuff. And so now you're in a place of like, oh my goodness, what just happened? I didn't want them to go that far. I didn't want them to get all the way saved. I didn't want them to get saved for real, because it changed. So now that person has become a stranger, and maybe it's you that needs the update. Maybe it has nothing to do with them, but maybe it's you that needs the update. So 1, don't get someone else. 2, check and see if you need an update. Number 3, and I'm going to be done with this. Love them through their strange place. Love them through their strange place. When I say love them through their strange place, if they truly are a stranger to you and they're just going through something. I know there was a season in our marriage where I would say I was in the cave, and I'm certain that while I was in that cave, I was a very strange man to my wife. I was a strange person to my wife. And because of that, challenges, she probably struggled greatly with that. I was transforming. The transformation was not visible to her, but I was going through a change internally, and I was in the cave. You have to learn to love them through their strange place. For men, we tend to go in a cave and we internally process. It's one of the reasons we die more than women die. So you have to recognize and say, you know what? I need to love them through this strange place. After I don't get someone else, and after I check that I'm up to date, I need to love them through their strange place. And if there's one more nugget that I could drop in here is talk to them. Don't assume. Talk to them. See if they're willing to open up. See if they're willing to open up. Talk to them. Don't make any assumptions. Don't operate out of outdated information. Don't operate out of your own thoughts. That's one of the ways that you get to get the stranger out of your bed. Those are some of the ways you do that, so that you are not like Jacob and all of the pain and heartache that came to Leah, striving to be loved. One of her children is named after the fact that she was like, then maybe now my husband will love me. So don't go through that. Do not get someone else. Check if you need an update, and love them through their strange place. Okay. So that's all I have for you on today. And again, I want to remind you about the Marriage Refresh 2019, the Fight for Marriage, that is coming up. We hope that you are able to join us for it. And if you want information, tickets are on sale now at www.marriagerefresh.net. You can get your tickets, and we're looking forward to seeing you there. And we're looking forward to what God is doing. Also, stay tuned to some announcements from us. We believe that God is doing some powerful things in our life, as well as He's doing in your life for sure. And we think that God is He's working with us to do some things to continue to serve Wakulla County and the surrounding areas. So just stay with us, and we look forward to it. Now, God bless you, and see you next time on Marriage Refresh Live for Facebook.
Alright, here's the plan. I'll check the status of the sitter, okay? You get the kids straight for dinner. And babe, I'm sorry for being so callous. Who knew date nights could save our marriage? My bad. We're about to spin them grades like a salad. But wait, before we go, can you please check the balance? My bad, I know it's been a minute. Yeah, I asked for your forgiveness, I just called a babysitter. We are...